Welcome back to the Continuous Improvement Lab. This is Season 4, Episode 42, and this season we are diving deep into Management Operations Systems, or MOS, and really sparking a thoughtful debate about how to use them to elevate your team's performance. Before we jump in, I just have to say a massive thank you. We have listeners tuning in from 41 different countries, plus all the students from China using our case studies. We are so incredibly grateful you're here. And that brings me to a quick but really important ask. If you're getting value from what we're doing, please take a second and hit that subscribe or follow button. Here's the crazy thing. Less than 19% of our listeners are actually subscribed. Hitting that button is free, but it makes a huge difference with the algorithm and lets us keep bringing you these kinds of insights. And hey, if you're feeling really generous, share this with 10 friends or colleagues you think need to hear it. Also, just a quick reminder that everything we talk about here really ties into our business playbooks. Shift Happens, How to Lead with Purpose and Discipline Every Day, and the brand new Culture by Design, Power by Discipline Volume 2. You can find all three of them on Amazon and other online bookstores pretty much anywhere in the world. All right, a quick word from our sponsors who make all this possible. Now, if you're the kind of person who loves big flavor and real craftsmanship, you have to listen up. Today's sponsor is Crunch Time Gourmet Popcorn and Apples out of Bridgeport, West Virginia. Their whole motto is made fresh, made fun, made to crunch, and they mean it. Their gourmet popcorn and caramel apples are made fresh every single day, and it's all built around their homemade small batch caramel. I mean, picture this, a Granny Smith apple, dipped in that amazing caramel, covered in milk chocolate, and then rolled in crushed Andes mint candy. It is just as good as it sounds. So whether you're sending a gift or just stocking the office pantry, you've got to check them out at crunchtimewv.com. We also want to shine a spotlight on LinkedIn. You know it, it's the world's largest professional network for a reason. If you want your ideas about operations, about leadership, about business to actually get out there and be seen, LinkedIn is hands down one of the best places to publish content and build relationships that turn into real opportunities. And for businesses, their advertising is laser-focused. You can reach the exact professionals you want to. And hey, you can connect with our very own executive producer, Lanier Johnson, right on LinkedIn. Just search for his name, Lanier Johnson. And finally, this explainer is powered by Fundrise. Their innovation fund, ticker VCX, is pretty cool. It opens the door to alternative assets like venture capital so you can get exposure to these high-growth private tech companies before they go public. It's definitely worth a look. You can learn more at fundrise.com/VCX. Okay, let's get right into the heart of it. I want you to really think about this for a second. That system you have in place, your management operations system, the one that's supposed to create efficiency and drive performance, is it actually doing its job? Or has it kind of morphed into this source of friction, this administrative beast that actually gets in the way of getting real work done?
See, this is where we need a fundamental shift in our thinking. We spend so much time managing our work inside the system. But what if we started spending time improving the system itself? Because when we make that switch, we unlock some seriously powerful, game-changing benefits.
So you might be asking, what's the payoff? Why go through the trouble? Well, this slide really spells it out. When you stop treating your MOS like it's some sacred document and start treating it like it's your next big improvement project, you get real, tangible results. We're talking about reducing your operational costs, speeding up your processes, and maybe most importantly, genuinely boosting the morale and engagement of your team. It's a total win-win-win. And this is the core idea right here. This is the big shift in perspective. Your MOS should not be a static rulebook that gathers dust. It needs to be a living, breathing tool for growth. It should be dynamic, adaptable, and constantly evolving to better serve your team and your goals.
Okay, so it's one thing to say, let's improve the system. But how? How do you actually do that? Let's walk through a really practical framework that helps you build the right mindset to make this kind of evolution happen.
And this visual, this really shows you the engine of change. And the key word here is cycle. This isn't a one-and-done project. This is a continuous loop that's designed to make improvement a habit, something that gets baked right into the DNA of your team. Now, what I love about this is how it breaks down what feels like a huge task into simple, actionable steps. It starts with reflection, taking a real, honest look at what's working and what isn't. Then you integrate feedback. You have to talk to the people who are actually using the system every day. From there, you adjust your goals, you make a clear plan for what's next, and then the most critical step, you commit to taking action. It's a loop any team anywhere can follow.
All right, theory is great, but let's see what this looks like in the real world. I want to talk about a company called Horizon Components, because they completely turned their performance around by applying this very idea to their own operating system.
So here's the story with Horizon.
They started out with a pretty good MOS, you know? It brought in structure, accountability, but over time, it just got stale. Their meetings got longer and longer, they were tracking all this data that nobody really used, and the system started creating more problems than it solved. It was actually slowing them down.
So they decided to attack the system itself, and by reviewing and refining their MOS, the first thing they accomplished was a 12% reduction in non-value-added meeting time. Just think about that. All those hours given right back to their teams to focus on actual work. And that newfound efficiency had this immediate ripple effect right on the shop floor. It led to a 15% increase in the rate that they were closing out issues, right there, in the moment. Problems were getting solved faster because the system wasn't in the way.
So what was the ultimate result? The bottom line impact? A 10% jump in their overall productivity. That is a massive gain, and it was driven simply by improving their internal system.
Now the thing is, this story about Horizon, it's not some isolated fluke. What we're seeing is a real movement. Leaders across a huge range of industries are discovering that an evolving, adaptable MOS is a serious competitive advantage.
And just look at this list. You can see how widespread this really is. This isn't just for manufacturing floors or supply chain logistics. We are seeing this principle applied everywhere, from high-tech R&D labs to hospitals, marketing agencies, even schools. The core idea is just universally powerful.
And if you're a data person, the numbers absolutely back this up. A big study from the Lean Enterprise Institute found that organizations that are constantly working on their MOS see, on average, a 19% increase in efficiency. And just as important, they get a 15% boost in team engagement. It proves that a better system creates a better place to work.
And let's get even more specific. In the R&D world, a report from Deloitte found that just by refining their MOS, organizations can cut their project cycle times by up to 13%. In industries where speed to market is literally everything, that's an incredible competitive edge.
So it all comes down to this quote, which really is the crucial point. Industry leaders now get it. The very system you use to manage improvement must also be subject to improvement. It's like meta improvement, right? You apply the principles of Kaizen, that philosophy of continuous incremental improvement, to the management system itself. All right, so let's boil all of this down to one key takeaway, one powerful question that you can take back and discuss with your team today.
This is the question I want to leave you with. Is your system a rigid rulebook that people just have to follow, or is it a dynamic engine that is actively helping your organization grow, adapt, and get better every single day? What is its true purpose, and is it living up to its potential? Please take a moment to support the sponsors who made this all possible. This explainer was brought to you by Crunchtime Gourmet Popcorn and Apples, perfect for game day, movie night, you name it. Shop online at crunchtimewv.com. Also, if you're in a growth phase, explore what LinkedIn Premium can do for you. And don't forget to check out Fundrise's Innovation Fund, ticker VCX, to get access to high-growth tech companies. You can learn more at fundrise.com/VCX. For any additional information on this topic, please feel free to reach out to us through our website at www.karasinnovations.com, and be sure to check out our other podcast, The Systems Thinkers Show, and our YouTube channel, Karas Innovations Group. And finally, a very special thanks to our executive producer and founder, Lanier Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us.